Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I've got something a bit special to show you. It's an unboxing video, but it's an unboxing video of Metal Gear Solid, the limited edition premium package. Now, before I get into it, a bit of a back history to this. It's 1999. Metal Gear Solid is just about to come out in the UK. It's already been out for a while in Japan and America, if my history is correct. And it's going to blow everyone away. Everybody who hasn't played this yet is going to be blown away. Now, at the time, in 1999, there wasn't like the collector's editions or special editions for video games that we get today. Actually, I'll just show you the back of this first. Premium package. List of what's in the box in a couple of languages, and the usual bits and pieces you get on the back of the normal disc. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same content that's on there, just because it's got the code for Merrill that you actually get on the back of the box, otherwise you can't progress in the game. Okay, yeah, it's 1999 and there aren't any collector's editions or special editions, premium editions, pristine editions, you know, god editions, ridiculous editions that you get today. Usually if you pre-ordered a game, you might get extra bonus points or a free t-shirt maybe, or a demo disc. You know, you'd get one item and it would be free, and it wouldn't be very spectacular. It would most likely come loose. There wouldn't be a special box with it. If it was a CD of some kind, it might have a tiny jewel case, but that would be it. This was probably one of the very first collector's editions that was ever made available to a mass market. And by mass market, even though it was limited in number, you know, you could go into a game store and say, do you have any in? And they would say, yes, we're getting maybe 3, maybe 4 in. But you could go to just about any game store. Well, I think it was exclusive to one store at the time, but they would have a copy of it for you because they were that collector's editions was so unknown. Nobody had ever really bought one before. And the only other time you would see them would be in those pages of magazines where they were exclusive to Japan only, and it was very, very difficult to get hold of one because internet shopping wasn't that big back then, and there certainly wasn't the import scene that we've got today. Anyway, let's have a look. Now, this has already been opened, hence why the presentation is not as good as it was when I very first got it. I'll just show you this first of all. This is the t-shirt that came with it. The t-shirt was in this bag. It's not been ironed since I very first opened it and had a look at it. I don't believe I've ever worn it. Start with the back. And the game title, Metal Gear Solid, and the Konami logo. Tactical espionage action. And the front of it, so I think there's an... Yep, there is. It's of... if my memory's working, I think it's Snake. Let's pull back a bit on that. Yeah, I think it's the image they used to promote Snake a lot in the first game. So yeah, the t-shirt. Now this is the giant poster that came with it. It's double-sided. It's kind of set up like a movie poster. Yeah. This poster's that big. I'm not even going to attempt to unravel it all now. I might add it on at the end as a little extra thing if I can remember and if I've got time, but I'm not going to attempt to open it now. It's double-sided, and on the back I think it's a picture of Merrill, and it's all in colour, but it's just too big to fiddle about with now. Now these, I've never ever taken these out of the plastic sleeve, so out of respect to the boy I was back in the day, I'm not going to take them out now. But these were playing cards. Not playing cards, postcards. I know there's some more in here because it's you can't make that out, but there's actually more in here, but I've never seen them all fully. I'm probably sure if I googled it or searched for it I could find them, but yeah. game, but underneath the game we have more bonus features. Oops. Now this, if you remember when you had to save your game on a PlayStation, you had memory cards, and on the actual card itself, the card was about that big, I think. There's a tiny square in the centre, and some game companies started releasing little stickers that you could put on there. It was mainly games that had multiple saves that would do this, so you'd know that was your card for. I can't remember many games that used the full slots. There was a really strange gangster game that used a full 15 blocks. It came with an actual memory card when you bought the game. But anyway, Metal Gear Solid, the developers made these. They're all shiny. Most of them are pictures of Metal Gear. That top one I think is Merrill. I don't know who this bottom guy is. Oh well. They even made some for Konami, and there was a tiny strip that ran along the base of the memory card, and then there's this giant Metal Gear Solid one that you could take off if you want, but I don't think there's anywhere on the PlayStation controller, or you could put it on the console, but it just look a bit out of place. And these were the dog tags that you got with it. I really don't know if these will show up very well, but I can try. Upside down. Metal Gear Solid logo. I'm not showing it clear on because it'll just reflect in the camera and look a bit strange. And the other one just says Konami. Okay. The game itself also actually had a bonus feature in it as well. I don't know if this was on all copies, because obviously I just got this one. It's an advert for the soundtrack and the game guide. Warranty card, another warranty card. The manual, which is all in colour, which is quite impressive. I think there was something else. Here we go. And it also came with a demo of Silent Hill. And this was the instruction manual for Silent Hill, the demo that came with it. It had a tiny little advertisement poster as well, and I thought that was really cool. That was a really cool addition. I had the game as well. It was kind of cool, not brilliant, but you know, it was okay. And here we have the soundtrack. Now this soundtrack, if I remember, has every sound effect, has every soundtrack in the game, and it has a bunch of bonus tracks that aren't included on the game as well, but that they used to promote the game with. I'm not sure if you're going to make those out. Yeah, they had they included the E3 theme that they had. They're really good tracks. So look inside it, CD there. It's of Liquid Snake and Solid Snake. Does the manual have? Yes, it does. I don't know if those are the lyrics to the theme or not. And the credits, bit of artwork there. So yeah. So yeah, now I can't remember how much extra I paid for this, but it was very little. I think it was only something like £10, maybe £20, but today I can't even begin to think how much this would all cost if you went to get this new today. I mean, when you consider that Modern Warfare 2's Hardened Edition was about 60 to 70 quid, and with that version you got a download code, it came in a tin case, and you got an art book. And bear in mind that PlayStation games at the time were about £40 now, because they went down in price and now they've gone back up. So with this one you're getting astonishingly good value for money. So yeah, I don't know if you could buy this again, but if you can, good luck. If you liked it, subscribe, rate, comment, goodbye, because the video's about to end. Ta-ta.